Welcome, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to the 5 Pence Change podcast.
You don't know what to say, do you? That was too much of a pause. Just tell them to comment and subscribe and that shit. Just tell them. Go.
Hey, give us a little like, comment and subscribe, because I forgot to say, because my mind went blank, but...
It's not as easy as I make it look. Anyway, let's crack on with the episode. What a twist.
Who
are ya? Who are ya? Hey. I think I'm going to pass out. All my toes in his mouth.
I can't get my eyelashes right, I've just had them done.
No. Hi, everyone. Welcome to episode 32 of the 5 Pence Change podcast. My name's Michelle.
My name's John.
And my caffeine and my coffee has hit me.
Telling me too much energy. It's too late for coffee. I don't know why we're having one.
Because I needed it to pick me up. It's a Tuesday, and I don't know if any of you know, but I hate Tuesdays.
Why?
Tuesdays bring nothing to my life.
2 for 1 Tuesdays?
Yeah,
You can have two
I
Domino's?
can't afford the other half.
You don't need to. It's free.
I don't know what I've done, but I'm skint. I get paid
Same.
tomorrow.
Oh, I got paid 2 days ago. I'm still skint.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, saving monies. Trying to be much more. I was thinking, do you know what? I don't think we often talk about money on the pod, do we?
No.
I'm fucking minted, and I'm saying that to all the single ladies. I've got so
Why
much
are you
money, I don't know what to do with it.
Why are you trying to have false pretenses to lure the ladies in?
I know when you get in, like,
Don't, because
you
you'll
said
just
you were
end up with a
minted,
little
but
gold digger.
It says minus £2,000 on your bank account.
Yeah, 2,000.
Yes,
Massive.
you've got £2,000 in your bank account. I've never seen so many zeros before. Yeah, I'm going on a cruise, so I need to save for that. And I don't know how much to save for the cruise because I've never been on a cruise before.
But everything's pretty much included, isn't it? Like all your soft drinks and everything and your food, is that not covered?
I have very little information about this cruise.
Okay, well, I feel like you need to find out.
I know. I don't know what time we
But
go.
surely it's got to be all inclusive. They can't just
I don't know.
bill you for a scran on the boat.
I don't know. If they do, I'm getting a fishing rod. I'm fucking catching my own tea.
There's no way you're going to put in energy to fish a fish.
And yeah, as soon as they went, all right, where's your fishing rod?
I'm starving.
Even if I caught a fish, I wouldn't know what to do with it.
I do.
You know how to go to fish?
So, you might not know, but I went to catering college. And it was the worst fucking time of my life.
And I can't imagine you holding a fish.
Mate, 9 o'clock in the morning, chef would bring me a fish. And it'd need to be descaled. That knocked me sick. You'd have to like do it with the back of your knife to get all the scales off. And then fillet it and gut it, chop its head off. Eyes were just looking at you. I didn't need that in my life in the morning, and then you just smell a fish all day.
Oh, I know.
Like,
imagine working at those fishmongers, like in the market.
Oh, horrible.
And you walk through
The
it.
smell of St. John's when you walk in there.
Evening,
Blech.
ladies.
Just pure salt fish. Another terrible part of it, I think my top 3 shitty moments were doing that to the fish. Another one was when it was Christmas, and I had to prepare like a whole ginormous bag of sprouts. Have you ever?
What, did you just wash him?
Yeah, but it was like a huge bag. You know, like you get a big sack of potatoes, but it was filled with sprouts. So you've got to like take the top layer off and then chop the little ends off and then cross each one. It took me forever. And then another day, I was putting calamari in the deep fat fryer, you know, to like make it crispy in the batter.
And it's a bit of
what?
It's just the way you said it. I was putting calamari. Said it dead posh.
Did I?
Calamari.
Well, I was putting calamari in the deep fat fryer, and a little bit of the fat just went, I don't want to be in here. Boomf, and landed on my eyebrow, and I was like, ah! That was horrible. So they're my 3 shitty moments of catering college. Thank you.
I could not imagine you holding... so if I brought a live fish in right now, you would be able to scale it, gut it, and get it ready to be cooked.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Right, you might need to tell me this before I go on the on the cruise, just in case.
I'm not rewind on the grass I bowl selector. I'm not doing that. So I suggest you go to your local fishmongers and ask, I don't know, he's probably called Dave. Ask Dave to give you an hand.
Sexist.
Why is that sexist?
Why would
It's
it
just
not-
the fishmonger's name.
Why would it not be Shirley?
Because have you ever seen a lady fishmonger?
Yeah,
Where?
in the one in Widnes.
Okay, we'll go and ask her.
Will do. Look like you know how to handle fish.
Knowing you, you'd pull a fucking hammerhead shark out of that ocean. That's what you'd do.
That is my
You'd
look.
be the dickhead that fishes a shark
No, I'd be the number that falls in.
and gets eaten by the shark.
And everyone's like, fucking great, now I have to circle around looking for that fat bastard. I'd eat it though. Right, I knew this is not going to be a shock to anyone. I am not a fussy eater. Shock, right? And I found it's the right word, epitome. I
don't know.
I found out why I'm not a pussy eater. Or, in fact,
A pussy eater.
is that
You
what I
just said pussy. I'm not a pussy
Sorry.
eater.
lads. No, I found an example of exactly why I'm trying that again. I found an example of what proves how I can't get my
Oh
words
my God,
out.
are you actually having a
I
stroke?
think I am. I think that was the moment. I found it anyway.
This is my moment.
Moment to go. I found an example of what proves that I'm not a fussy eater. So I was gigging in Glossop on Sunday, and I hadn't eaten
The
anything.
caravans.
I did see the
Did you
load of
go to-
caravans. I
yeah.
was going to take pictures, but I was driving. And
Well,
it's
it's a
all
bit
about-
noncy, isn't it? You caravan nonce.
No, they were selling them, weren't they? It was just like a
I
big.
told you it's a Glossop caravans.
Yeah, well, there was loads there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, to make sure there's caravans. Anyway, so I'm not eating anything all day, and so I had to go to McDonald's on the way home,
Well, yeah.
as you do.
Did they only have a fillet of fish left or something?
No, so I ordered my order, and then drove off.
My imaginary friend would like.
What did Michelle want? No, I ordered my order. I ordered the usual,
Yeah.
wrap of the day, large
Yeah.
meal with a Coke Zero
And a little.
and a double cheeseburger on the side. You got it, right? And so I got the bag and put the drink down. I was like, thanks, bye. And then I thought, I'm just going to eat this as I'm driving, which I don't encourage, allegedly.
A burger.
No, it was a wrap, wasn't it? You can
I only eat nugs when I'm driving.
you could do a double cheeseburger.
Oh,
as
I've
you're
done a
driving.
chicken mayo.
Anyway,
Yeah,
as I'm
that's
driving, I reach in and I was like, where's the wrap?
What?
I got the wrong order.
What?
They gave me the wrong order, and I still ate it.
What was it?
Big Mac.
You ate a Big Mac whilst you were allegedly driving.
Right. Yeah, but I didn't eat it in. I didn't pick up the Big Mac like this. I ate it in layers. So
With just one burger with the top bun,
yeah, I ate it.
and then the middle bun with there is only
No,
two burgers on
yeah,
a Big Mac.
one
So
of
did you get rid of the middle bun?
No, so this is
You ate just plain bun.
yeah. I ate the top bun, plain bun. This is how I had to do it. I ate the top bun. This is why I want the wrap. This is why I wanted the wrap. Anyway, my point was, I just ate it. I didn't even complain. I didn't even go back. I just ate it
How far away were you when you realised that you got the wrong burger order?
on the motorway.
Ah, there's no point going back, is there?
So, yeah, this was my strategy. I had the top bun first,
Yeah.
and then the middle bun with the top burger second,
Yeah.
and then the bottom bun with
the bottom burger.
third. That's how I got around it.
Very nice.
And then chips were just.
And okay, so you didn't get your side of double cheeseburger.
So I didn't get me double cheeseburger, which was fuming about, and it was Oasis.
Oh no!
So my
Today is going to be the day
It
that they're
wasn't,
going to throw it back to
it
you.
wasn't the worst.
Nah, I'd be
order.
fucking fuming with an
But-
Oasis, me. I'd be fuming.
I was, you know. All right,
And it's summer fruit, isn't it? I'm allergic.
You'd imagine that. I'm just like, I'm not a fussy eater. I'll just eat it. You're like, I'd have died. I'd have literally
I
died.
wouldn't have died, but it would have been more hassle than it was worth. I want brown fizz in a cup.
Same. It was a bit disappointing. And you know, the mind fuck when you go to take a sip of Coke Zero and Coke Zero doesn't come out, but your whole body's prepared for the Coke Zero.
Yeah.
And then it comes up the straw and it's like, it's not Coke Zero. And you're like, Brother,
Brother,
what is that? So that was me realising that I am not a fussy eater at all.
Sound. Well,
Yeah.
thanks for that.
No, it's just not a fussy eater at all.
Anything on your mind that you want to get off your chest this week or discuss?
Probably. Do you know what? Probably loads. I met up with Aaron. So when I was gigging on, it's so mad. Like when you're on the road between like gigs and home and all that, and meeting up with friends in service stations. And
Love that.
I had a bit of a therapy session with Aaron on the M6.
Shout out Aaron.
Aaron Wood. Yeah,
The only guy that could ever get me to fucking Pop World.
Who did take you to Pop World? Yeah. Oh yeah, we went for his birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, oh yeah, you were drunk.
Yeah, I got drunk because we
driver.
got there, and he's like, "We're going Pop World," and I just looked at John and I was like, "I'm getting pissed."
That was a shift, that though, because I did
was a long
CCC
day.
before,
Yeah.
and I had to get from Chester home, change, pick you up, and get to Manchester. That was a shift. The shit we do for friends. Anyway, we met up in the M6 service station.
Yeah.
And I don't think it just became a therapy session for me. I just got a lot of shit off my chest and I feel a bit better now. And then at the end of it, he went, I think you should get a therapist.
Am I not good enough for you at our couch sessions? No. Whoa, hang on a minute. That doesn't sound right. Are our couch therapy sessions in right now not good enough for you?
Our couch sessions.
Don't let Adam Wood tell you
that
you need to spend. What?
Said our couch sessions aren't long enough, but that's more my fault than yours.
Don't let Adam Wood make you spend your money and pouring your heart out to a stranger.
No, but the great thing is,
Pour it out on him.
No,
you can deal with it, Aaron.
No, listen, he's got a point. So, like, it's about 40 quid a sesh, right, which is fair enough. But, right.
Does it come with a happy ending?
No, better. No, they've got the pictures on, so you can choose your own.
What?
So you could choose a fit one. So you could go through the therapist, like, you know, because it's private.
Is this?
You can choose a fit one.
What he told you?
No, he didn't tell me that because he's got a partner.
A lovely girlfriend.
Absolutely. No, he didn't. I just commented on that when he was showing me the website. I was like, oh my God, it's like Tinder for therapists. I was like, but he said something. He was like, he said to me when, yeah, but I reckon if you picked a fit one, you'd find yourself like lying.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, probably
go for the
would.
ugliest.
But like, do you know what's getting me down at the moment? My 12-inch dick.
Okay, we're going for the ugly therapist so that you will be your true and authentic self because you don't care and you're not trying to impress her.
I don't care anyway, and I'm not trying to impress anyone. The shit I talk about on here, I'm not trying to impress anyone. I'm too old for that now. I'm way too old.
Wow, I'm dead.
You nearly are. No, do you not just think I'm too old to try and impress people now? What you see is what you get.
Yeah.
I'm not going to start quoting Marilyn Monroe.
But
if you can't accept me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best.
is that one of her quotes, was it?
I think so. I've seen it on someone's fucking post.
Deaf viewers. Yes.
That was a can of Coke. Did have to have audio description.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a can of Pepsi Max.
Pepsi.
Not cherry because he picked the wrong one.
Remember that in the Pizza Hut days? Just have a Coke. It's Pepsi, all right. It's the same.
No.
If anything, I'm going to say something really controversial right now.
Go ahead.
If anything, it's better.
No.
Right, when you're having food, I just think Pepsi's better than Coke.
Normal Pepsi or Pepsi Max?
Normal Pepsi.
Absolutely not, John. It's like piss.
No, I honestly, do you know when you say, is Pepsi all right? It's probably better.
No. If I ordered a full fat Coke and they said, oh, we can give you a full fat Pepsi, I'm not having it. I always go Pepsi Max or Coke Zero.
Yeah, now I do, yeah, because you're aware of how much sugar's in it.
Now I just prefer the taste.
Because like when you're in school, you fucking drill it into like, literally you'll have like some teacher at the front with a glass and open like a fucking bag of sugar and be like, this is how much sugar is in your can of Coke. And then they'll just pour it for about 3 days straight. Like, can you imagine eating all this sugar? Well, that's what's in your drink right now. And it's just pouring in.
No, because
Your
that's
teacher
got
will do that.
aspartame and stuff in. It's still shitty for you.
No, but aspartame means nothing. Your body doesn't use it; just pisses it out.
Well,
There's
I'm
people
not-
out there going, when they tried it on a study with ants between sugar and aspartame, the ants didn't go to the aspartame. I'm like, yeah, because the ant is not on a fucking calorie deficit diet, you dickhead. The ants need the sugar. It's not going. An ant's not going. I could do with a few pounds, you know.
Do you feel better now you've got that off
You
your
asked
chest?
me what do I want to get off my chest. There's a few things I want to get off my chest.
Go on then.
First of all, right, kids these days are stupid.
Yeah.
There we go. Got that off my chest. No, right. So, do you remember years ago the on TV program? Sorry, on the advert for TV, they had the little hedgehog doing the road safety.
Yeah.
You know, and he'd had the
King
little.
of the road.
Yeah, that guy. Well, where's he gone?
Oh, maybe he didn't make it.
Maybe he didn't look both ways.
Maybe he didn't look.
He's not there anymore. And now kids don't know road safety, and they're just running across the road. Not us. They're not fucking. You know, stop, look, and listen. Think. They're not doing that.
Stop, look, and listen.
That's what he said to do. As it gets to night time, it'll be
Where has he
nighttime.
gone? Right, as school safety just
It's gone.
disappeared from schools.
When I was in year 6, I don't want to brag. I was a road safety officer. I had a little badge, and every week in assembly, I had to stand at the front and say what we were doing for road safety and designing posters and shit. Do you not have that
Ned.
anymore? Hey, it's on my CV. Put that.
No, it's not.
No, it's not anymore. I
You should put it on though. It's impressive.
I was road safety officer year 6. Boom.
Booyakasha.
2001. Boom.
Yeah, boy. I don't know
They
where
don't do
he's
that.
gone.
And the reason that made me think of it, sorry to interrupt, but
No, you're
it's
not.
why it's on my, and I'm not. You do it to me all the time. It's about time. It's not nice, is it? It's horrible. Anyway, so I'm dropping the kids off at school. I'm stood in this corner, and there's a kid just running down the street, and the mum's like, I don't know, whatever the fucking kid's name was.
Mercedes.
Yeah, something like lamppost, stop. So maybe the kid's name wasn't lamppost, but it's something daft like that. Stargazer. And they've all got daft names now. And so this kid's running on, literally, the mum's like, stop, don't you dare cross that road. And the kid's like, fuck you, mum. And I looked, and I was at the road, I was at the end. There was no cars coming, but the kid wasn't stopping, and she just ran across the road.
Stop it.
And I'm sitting
My
there
heart has
thinking,
been in my mouth.
I'm sitting there thinking, and the mum come over, she was like, what are you doing? I was like, if anything, what are you doing as well? Anyway.
Have hold of her hand.
So I was sat there
Put
thinking,
it on a dog lead if she can't be trusted. Is that allowed nowadays?
I think so.
Like baby rains and
I've
stuff.
seen one at the beach. So, yeah, the problem is now there's no hedgehog telling them what to do. Kids don't have a clue what to do because there's no hedgehog.
Bring back the hedgehog. Bring back the
And there was
hedgehog.
one before that. So this is going back even earlier. I don't know if you remember
I
it.
don't know.
Right, so before the
Only young.
hedgehog, there was the cat, Charlie Says.
No, I
No,
don't
remember where it was
that.
like, it'd be like it was like a cartoon, like a weird, like this is like going back, in the way back, right? Where there was like a little cat going, like, and then the boy would go, Charlie says you shouldn't play with matches because they can hurt you. Charlie says if you find matches, you should tell your mummy.
I don't remember this.
Right. And none of this is happening on TV anymore. And that's why kids are stupid. They got no common sense when it comes to like things like that. What TV adverts are on now?
I didn't see that. And do you know how I know I haven't seen that? Because I found matches once when I was a kid.
And and that's how the Great Fire of London
And
started.
I matched
This
them.
dickhead.
Well, what's he called? Struck them. Striked. Ignited them on my mum's bed. My mum and dad were in it.
I mean, to be fair, they've got to take some responsibility there. Leaving matches when... How old did you? If you say you were
don't know.
24 now.
No, I was
24, I just had enough.
young. Like I
Sick of them
probably...
shagging.
I don't remember doing it. Maybe about 5.
Really?
But what I do know is my mum did a fabulous job of it. So where I'd done them and it had been little holes in a duvet cover, she made these gorgeous little flowers and put them all on to cover the holes. Beautiful bedding set. I think it's still going strong now.
Fair.
Yeah.
Just take it all off like that. This is you.
So
I
yeah,
wouldn't- I
I
would-
could have done with that advert.
You could have. If I'd have done that as a kid, I would not have been here to see today.
I was probably grounded forever, but
Clearly.
it happened,
How
and
long's
I
your
just thought
forever?
I'd share it with you.
No, honestly, there needs to be more of it, because do you not even remember a bit after that where it had like there was, I always sticks in my head where it's like, don't leave a friend to die, and it was like some kids like drinking in the park, and then one of them starts being sick on the floor, and then they're like, oh, what's he doing? He's being sick. We should go, and they all leave him, and they're like, don't leave a friend to die. Not remember all that.
I haven't seen that, but I've got a relatable story. Why am I just popping up with stories today?
I'm unlocking memories.
So, let me tell you about the time that I almost died. Friday night, I think I was 14. It was my mate's birthday. We were all supposed to be having a sleepover at his. We went out. We'd saved up all of our money, you know, like you saved your dinner money
And you
through the
pocket money
week.
in that, yeah.
Me and my mate Nicole, we ended up going halves on a bottle of vodka, just like a
And
half
you were
litre,
14.
on half a litre between us.
Half a litre of vodka at 14.
But obviously, I'd sacrificed all my dinner money on that Friday to
You're
like get us to
starving.
our final budget for Glenn's vodka.
Of £2.20.
Yeah, well, whatever. It was about £5 or something.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
know what I mean? So anyway, we bought that and we just necked it straight. I think we had like a bottle of, I don't know if it was, I can't look at Fanta Fruit Twist anymore. Don't know if that was involved in the night. Maybe a bottle of Coke.
Yeah.
But we necked it. Anyway, I pass out. It's the end of February. It was fucking freezing cold. I woke up in Warrington Hospital with a doctor telling me that she was going to check my reflexes. And all I remember was me saying, what time is it? And she was like, it is 4 a.m. I'd been conked out all night, woke up the next morning on the fucking children's ward.
Oh, of course you was. You were
Oh, my head was banging.
you're 14, of course you are.
And anyway, it turns out that I nearly died. And if one of the lads who was in our year in school, Daz, if he hadn't called the ambulance, I might not have made it.
Really?
That bad.
So it's your fault, Daz. Jokes.
Why are you being like that?
It's just funny, isn't it?
My mum nearly lost me and you're fucking making jokes about it. I wish I had off now.
Was it you?
You don't deserve me.
Was it you making those fucking YouTube comments?
So yeah, that happened. So maybe I didn't see that advert, but maybe he did, which is why he didn't leave me to die.
Exactly.
And rang me an ambulance.
Look after your friends when you're
Nice
getting
one,
pissed.
Daz.
I never drank on the streets because there was just shit
Ever?
house. No. Oh, in fact, tell her I did once. I think I was old enough to drink by that point. Smirnoff Ice.
That's basically a defrosted lolly ice.
Yeah, it was boss. I had 12 of them. So my mate gets this bottle of whiskey from, like, do you know, like every council, it's definitely a council estate thing, like the Siggy man or the Siggy woman.
Yeah.
You knock on, and then he was like, "Is it true that you also sell like alcohol?" And the man was like, "Yeah, we got what you want?" He was like, "Oh, I don't know. What have you got?" He just gets this bottle of whiskey,
Ugh.
and he was like, "Yeah,
As a
yeah."
kid, you just wouldn't.
So he gets this bottle of whiskey. We go somewhere. He opens it, takes off the cap, downs like loads of it, right? And then he was fine for a bit. And then you could just see you can see the moment it kicked in. It was just me, Paul, and Stokesy. It was Stokesy who was the one who was doing the drinking. And then he come back, and then he swigged it more, right? So we took it off him, threw it in a bush so we couldn't get it. And he fell over, smacked his head on the floor, and he was just so. But he was like in and out.
Yeah.
And we was just like, what the fuck we do? And his mum was dead strict. I was like, I'm not taking him to his mum's. I can't be hostile with that. And then, and we wanted to go to the Chippy as well. And then
Chips are essential.
And then he threw up all over the place. We were like, I don't fancy a Chippy anymore.
No.
And we were just like walking around his estate, just like, what do we do with him? Dragging him around because he couldn't really walk. And then he started crying.
Oh,
And,
he was drunk.
and Paul was like, you can go deal with that. I don't know what to say. I was like, I don't know what to fucking say. And he was just in and out. And then so we were sat like on the edge of this like road trying to think of what to do. And then one of our mates' mums drove past and she was like, is he all right? And we were both just like, no.
Oh, stop
she was
it.
like-
Did you tell her what had happened?
Yeah, when he got this bottle of whiskey and downed it. She was like, bring him to my house. So she brings him. And he's just like passed out on the couch. And she's just there stroking his head going, he'll be all right. He'll be all right.
This doesn't sound okay, John.
And then she was like, and then his mum, I just remember his mum and dad turning up, and I was like going to Paul going, ring your mum and dad quick to come pick us up so we can get out of here.
Did you get in trouble?
I didn't drink anything. He did it. He's his own person.
We used to drink every Friday, but I think that one experience is the reason why I don't drink as like
you used to, like you did back
I
in
drank heavy
when you were 14.
as a teenager, and I don't now, and I think it's that one experience that's put me off it.
Ollie will be 14 next year. I couldn't imagine him saving up his money, buying a bottle of vodka
and
getting absolutely smashed in the fucking...
Not eating all day just so I can have some vodka and fags on a Friday night.
Just ask me, mate. I'll sort you out.
Yeah, but my mum wouldn't have.
It's a different generational thing, though.
So disappointed in me.
I bet she was coming to pick you up from the hospital.
She was fuming. Apparently, when my gown was on, it's like open at the back. Well, I had a thong on, and my whole arse was hanging out in that hospital bed, and I don't remember. Just sat there in like a tinfoil blanket.
I'm not painting a good picture there of yourself. Pissed, smoking, 14 years old, fucking ass hanging out.
Well, do you know what? I'm not going to sugarcoat anything.
Start as you mean to go on, Michelle.
Oh, whatever.
Drinking on the street. So I was the one. Even now I'm the Desi driver. I was the
Desi driver. Don't say it. That just gave me a shiver.
So I was the designated driver.
Desi driver, me lad.
I'm just trying to make it happen. Next year, everyone will be saying Desi driver. Tell you now, next Christmas. But I was also like the designated walker homer. The
designated walker homer.
I never drank, and I used to just walk people back to their house because I just never. The reason I never drank is because I tried it once and I didn't like. So it was lager, and I don't like the taste of lager. I can't drink it. And every time I say it to someone, going, I don't like the taste of it. Like, oh my god, you need to try whatever lager
they all taste the same.
They all taste the same. They all taste like shit.
The only one that tastes different is if you'd have a Sol or a Corona, because you can taste the lime on the top of the bottle because you've just squished it in.
Still don't like it though.
But it doesn't. The beer tastes like beer.
Beer's beer. The only one I can do is Desperado.
That's Corona-y, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. But I can't. I can't drink it. I don't like the taste of it, and that's all everyone brought out. I remember once there was this lad called Ryan.
You should have come to hang out with us. We had belter beds.
Yeah, I get the VK.
Caribbean Twist. Do you remember that?
You wouldn't have though, because you're about 10 years older than me. And
wow.
You were in work when we
Get
were
him,
doing
Ted.
this.
Get him, Ted.
So this lad called Ryan. This lad called Ryan. He was like, "Hey, I've got some beers for tonight." And it was like, and everyone's like, "Oh, have you?" He went, "Yeah. Rob some from my dad's." Like, don't. Just keep it on the hush. Don't tell everyone. So he was like, he comes out. It's like we go up to the park. We have a ball. There's like 4 of us, maybe 5. I don't know. And then he gets it's like a little stumpy.
Stop it.
Right, he gets one out, and then we were like, how do we open it? And he was like, oh, don't know. Try and do it on the wall. And then someone did it, broke the glass, went all over the place. And he went, have you got any more? He went, yeah, I've got one more.
Just one.
So he had one more stumpy, right? And then they managed to get this one off without fucking breaking it. And they were just passing this fucking stumpy little beer. I sat there thinking, we're a bunch of gimps.
Yeah, the biggest gimps in year 8.
Year 9.
Oh, I'm so glad you passed that down to your son. What a tradition. What a tradition.
But like that was when I tried it. I was like, I don't like the taste of that. So then whenever we got out, they're like, yeah, we got a crate of Fosters. And I was like, oh. And I just never drank it. I didn't like it. So
I am jealous though of people who, when it's like a hot summer's day and then they're at the pub and they put that pint on the table and they're like, yes, and then have a huge sip.
Really
it looks refreshing, but it's not. It just makes your mouth dry and it tastes like shit.
My favourite one for that was, they don't even do it anymore, strawberry and pomegranate old moot cider.
That's still a thing?
No, they don't make it anymore.
Oh.
They do other flavours, not the strawberry and pomegranate one. And that on a summer's day.
Say that again. Strawberry and what?
Pomegranate.
Pomegranate.
What did I say? What was it?
It was pomegranate.
Pomegranate.
It is that, but it just doesn't sound right. You're like, pomegranate.
Sorry, I'm having a stroke. Leave me alone.
Okay, sorry. When's this stroke going to be done? I'm done with this stroke.
I feel like it's been. I know we've touched on health anxiety, but this past few days have been really bad. So that's why I just have the freaking biscuit.
I've been looking at this biscuit the whole time, you know. I think it's been there for weeks.
It has been there for weeks.
But now's the time. Oh, Ted
Look
wants
at him.
some.
He's like,
Picked up, haven't
smells
you,
like
Ted?
food. Smells like food.
I don't know if you can have a little smidge of this, Ted. Come here then.
I don't know how I would react if I got a phone call saying Ollie was pissed on the field somewhere. I think I'd laugh.
Would you?
I think
we've all been there though. It's part of growing up.
I think in my head I'm like, oh, I've done it. Like if he had a house party, I can't go mad.
No.
I said this to someone. I was like, you can't go mad because I've done it. And they're like, and they said to me like, really irresponsible parenting. Like, you can't go mad just because you've done it. I'm like, but you can't though.
We've all been there. It's part of growing up.
Like,
And
I don't think I'd go mad, but I'd be like, listen, mate, if you want to get pissed, if you want to have a party and that, at least invite me. Don't get to go out anywhere now.
The biggest gimp in year 9.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Hanging around with the biggest gimps in
Road
year 8.
safety officer in the house.
As it gets to night time, it'll be the right time staying alive.
I
don't know. I don't know how I would react. I think part of me thinks it'd just be dead funny. Like if someone's like, he's pissed as fuck, you know, like that's dead funny.
So, Ollie and all your mates that you are listening.
You can't encourage it for the mates. I'm not their dad.
I'm just saying, if Ollie's not on it, it's fine. Because John's going to laugh. And it'll give us a good story to tell.
I would. Imagine me bouncing on him. Like, I had to pick him up. Like, to be fair, I don't think he's got it in him. I don't think he likes it.
That's not fair to say.
No, I don't think he.
He hasn't got it in him.
No, I mean, he's like me. I don't think he likes it.
Yeah.
Like even when we were on holiday, I was like, he went, "Oh, do you know? I don't know. Do you know Henry? He said that his dad let him try his beer once, and I was like, it's a fucking hint. So I said, like, have a bit, and he was like,
"Do you want a bit of me sex on the beach, son?"
I was like, I had gin and lemonade, but my mum had a beer.
Hey, like, what a woman!
I was like, if you want to try some. He's like, oh no.
Did he know I knew?
No.
Oh, well.
Got my non-alcoholic thingy. Oh shit!
What? What?
I got a random message. I might cut this out. Listening to your podcast, realising I'm Notebook Girl.
I can't remember the bit about the Notebook. Notebook Girl. I can't remember the story. It was Notebook Girl. No.
You don't know Notebook Girl?
But what have we talked about? I can't even remember the story.
It's out there now. It's in the public domain. I really didn't think she listened to it. Shit.
What happened to the Notebook Girl?
Date in the morning, date in the evening.
Oh, no. That's only just got out. Oh,
shit.
I've just realised I'm Notebook Girl. We're ever so sorry.
I need to stop making
Don't
up
wanna
stories.
Be a player no more. I'm not a player. I just crush a lot. Look at how red you've gone. Daddy,
I'm not doing this anymore. It's over. That is it. I can't do it anymore.
I'm Notebook Girl. Oh my God. You watched the Notebook and then was she date 1 or date 2? It was date 1, wasn't it?
Yeah. I feel awful. That was the old me.
Hey, will you still listen? Because I haven't done anything to you.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
How old were you?
17.
Okay, well, we just message her back and say...
It was 15 years ago. Get over it.
I'm a different person now, yeah.
I'm not proud of it. I am.
Are you the same person that you that you were 15 years ago?
It'd be dead funny if I got another message saying, hey, just listen to your podcast, just realise that I'm the second girl. I knew
I'm
you were
not
lying.
Notebook Girl. Oh my God, so Notebook Girl would never have known. It was only number 2 that knew. Because of what your mum said.
I feel awful.
Will she be devastated or will she find it funny? Because that was a long time
she's married,
ago.
she's got beautiful kids. Like,
Oh, well, there we go then.
Her life has gone well better since me.
Oh, well, there you go then.
I know, but I still feel bad.
Do you know what? It's not the worst.
I'm hoping there's a couple of emojis on the back of that.
Yeah, just read it on your lock screen. Don't open the whole chat.
It's not on my lock screen.
What? Why?
I don't know.
Fuck's sake. Is it because you've read it on your watch? Oh, this.
Oh my God, I feel sick. Can we take a break?
Yeah.
Should we go and have a smoke?
Isn't that? Yeah, come on then.
Let's have a break. Let's come back. Here's a note from our sponsors. We're back.
John's taking a minute.
I'm all right. I've composed myself now. We're all right. Thank you very much. You started me off again. I've just calmed down.
Next topic.
The next
Full change.
What should we talk about?
I don't know. Have you not written anything down in your notebook and pen?
Fuck off. If you carry on watching, feel bad. There you go. Anyway.
That serves you right for being a dirty dog. Yes, Gail.
At least I still remember it. And do you know what as well? Do you know what I'm getting bad at?
Remembering things.
Remembering people's names at the moment.
What do you mean? Well, yeah.
Like, do you know what I hate though about it? Do you know when you forget someone's name and you're talking about it? So let's just pick, like, let's just say I was like, you know, then you go to someone. Oh, I was speaking to such and such the other day. Oh, what's his name now? Oh, what's his name? And you forget his name, but you remember fucking everything else about him. Like you'll sit there and go, oh, what's his name? You know what I'm on about? You know what I'm on. He lives down on that estate, drives a blue car.
Married to so-and-so.
Married to so-and-so, went on holiday last year to Tenerife. Everything about him. AB positive blood type. You remember everything about him, but his fucking name. And then you ask them, like, what's his name? And they're like, I don't fucking know what you're talking about. And even when you do trick, how worse is it then when someone's asking you and you click on who you're on about and you're like, oh, I can't remember his name.
Sometimes I'm like that.
How much sleep have you lost over it?
Sometimes I just remember it. My mum, obviously, like, she's of an older age. She's terrible. Some of the things that Ed and a mate will be like, oh, you know, and even just, I can't even think of like an example.
Put you on the spot there, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's not nice. No, it is.
But like things like, oh, you know, where you put your clothes in to clean them, a washing machine. You do what I mean? Like, obviously not that as an example.
What you think of.
She just can't think of what the word is. Or it'll be like, oh, me and Lindsay are having a little chat. What was so-and-so's name? And she'll be like, you know, Mum lived here, did that, blah, 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 blah.
What school they went
I'll be
to,
like,
who they hung around with.
She's like, yeah, I knew you'd know.
You could read off their CV, but not know the name. You know, back in 2002, they got a job at Tesco, and then they left Tesco's and got sacked, didn't they? So they went over to Asda, and then they worked in Asda for 15 years, but then they got made redundant. You know what I'm on about?
It's mental, isn't it?
And you remember everything about them, but the fucking name. And then that feeling, though. When you remember it, that feeling.
But it's always when you're on your own.
Yeah, you'll be
and you've got no one to share it with.
You'll be sat there with someone having a conversation about something else, going, yeah, Martin. Who? Oh, I was just having a conversation with someone the other day, and we've got someone's name, and I just remembered it now.
But
I haven't slept since.
You've remembered it. Then, when you next see the person that you were having the conversation with, and you're like, oh, I remembered that. Remember the other day, the guy's name.
What's his name?
And it's gone again. You always remember it when you don't need that information and the correct person isn't there to share it with.
Help you.
So now, if that happens to me, I just text the person. Do you remember when we were talking about this the other day? The name's so-and-so.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I know that information's going to go out my head again when we next have the conversation.
I did it the other day. I forgot. I was trying to talk about this, a comedian that I know, and I forgot his name. But I could tell you, he had a show called this, and he put it on YouTube, and it came out this. It did this many fucking hits, and everything. He's doing Glee tomorrow night. He hosted like literally this guy's career I named, but his name, nope, forgot it.
Do you remember it now?
Yeah.
Oh, sounds.
For the record, it was Ray Bradshaw.
I feel like the name rings a bell, but I don't know who they are.
Yeah.
He's on in Glee at the weekends, isn't he?
Probably. And the flip side of that, have you ever had, like, when someone walks past you in the street and you look at you, go, oh yeah, and they're giving you the look going, I fully know who you are, I know your name, and you looking at them going, who the fuck are you? I do know you, but who are you? Oh my God.
That is the worst.
The mind fuck.
Waiting for it to click.
Oh my!
If you see someone that's outside of their normal setting,
so like someone you worked with like 10 years ago.
Yeah. Or my worst one is I'd gone somewhere the other month for a drink, and I saw a guy, and I was like, I know him.
Yeah.
Where do I know him from? And he clocked me looking, so I looked away, and I just kept like having a sly little look, and then I was like, oh God. He's the guy who makes me Costa coffees. But I didn't recognise him when he didn't have his Costa little apron on.
Yeah.
Stood behind his little glass window, handing me the coffee, asking for me little QR codes for me points.
I've done that story.
Different guy.
With the doctor when we were in the hospital that time.
Yeah.
It throws you. I've had one though. Me and the kids we went on a nice little walk around the nature trail and all that. And as we were walking into it, a girl was walking out and she just went, "Oh, yeah," and I was like, "You're right." And then I recognised. I was like, "My brain's telling me we've met, so I know we've met." I've not said. By the way, I'm not saying all this out loud. How weird would that be?
We've met, but how? In what scenario did we work together? Have a dated you on another day that I've dated someone else?
What film did we watch?
Did you treat me in hospital? Do you serve me at Mackey's? Have you come up to me after one of my gigs? Who are you?
And I literally spent the whole walk thinking about her. That sounds like...
That sounds a little bit wrong.
I just mean like trying to work out...
I touched myself and then I remembered.
Kids, 2 secs, just going to go in the bush.
2 secs, literally.
2 secs, Dad's having a shower back there.
And who was it? How did you know her?
Don't do that to me. I can't remember her name. I know I used to work with her. I can't even now. In fact, that's the only one I can't remember what her name was. And I was like, you feel bad, but I couldn't. Usually... Thanks to Facebook, now you can go, right, I know they know such and such, and I know they was at such and such. So you can, like, Facebook stalk and help you, just to help you sleep.
Do you know what, though? This all boils down to...
Am I oversharing?
No. You know what this boils down to?
Well,
do you remember when we realised that we'd met as youngsters?
Yeah.
Mad that, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I... didn't know that you were that guy who was mates with the guy that I worked with, but you were.
Yeah, and I didn't know that you were my mate's boss, and I fancied the shit out of you. Hey, your boss is well fit.
Stop, you didn't need to say that.
Well, I just felt like you were leading me down the path, so I was like, no, we're fucking sharing
no,
here.
You're oversharing. That did happen, though. We realised that about...
I was also 17
What, about a year ago?
Yeah, about
God, I could have been date number 3.
Yeah.
But I was 10 years too old.
Imagine that.
I was in work where you were in school. Road safety officer of year 6.
See, I've got a lot going for me. Imagine, Mum, Dad, I've met the one. He was year 6 road safety officer. I remember saying to him, like, hey, your boss is well fit. He's like, yeah, you're not her type. No one's type.
17 years later, we're here and you're still not. God loves a trier.
You've aged 17 years. You don't look like you used to.
I don't. I've got dark hair now. I was
tipped you
naturally
back
blonde.
then. I ain't tipping you now.
Oh! I knew you didn't deserve 50% off pizza, you fucking pleb.
Keep the change. It's 19.99 and you gave me a 20 quid. Yeah, there you go, girl. Put that towards your holiday.
Every penny counts. If you don't want that big tip, I've got another.
But it's how unrecognisable you are.
I think it's just purely the hair colour.
I mean, to be fair, I definitely don't look like I did when I was 17. I wish I could just go back to 17
you're totally different.
and be like, you're in your prime.
If you show me like an old picture of you, you'd be like, oh, fucking hell, yeah.
You're actually quite fit. What the fuck happened?
No.
Struggling with the baby weight, all right.
You had a fucking bob.
I didn't have a bob.
Well, nearly.
I didn't. I had it shaved. Like,
you had like sticky out like 90s hair, didn't you? Like with a little flick.
No.
Yeah, you did.
Not at 17.
Was that not a thing then? No.
No, it was. I remember. I'm not going to go into it. I remember exactly how it was cut.
Oh well, you don't look like that same person. So although I'd interacted with you
at 2008,
I didn't put the two together. You didn't look like that kid.
No, 2008 KP.
Who used to always meet his mate after work, and now it all fucking makes sense.
I know. Back in the day,
I was fit.
You were, to be fair. You were, like, do you know what, COVID? And then since COVID, it's just been... You've struggled since COVID, you know?
Thanks, mate.
Digging holes today. I'm digging holes. I'm getting a job at JCB for all these little holes I'm fucking digging.
Do you want to slag off me dog or anything, or...?
Nah, Ted's all right.
Yeah,
we're friends now.
He looks comfy, doesn't he?
We are friends.
He proper loves John, you know. Like when I picked John up before, Ted was in the back, like doing like a little squeal noise. Oh, just so excited to see John.
Not popular anymore.
Yeah, it's me. I'm getting all the notifications.
He was. Have we had anybody write in?
No.
Have we not?
Not this week. What's wrong with you all?
We did, but we're not going to read that one out because that one was the YouTube comment.
But we're just laughing.
Just watch the video. Stop taking everything out of context. By the time this goes out, and I know I'm going to let you do it, but by the time this goes out, the election would have happened. You've already voted.
Yeah, I do postal votes because I've got a busy social life.
You can't be arsed walking down the road.
Yeah, but I don't want to have to like fucking change my social life and calendar just to go and vote. Sauce. And women have fought for the right for me to vote, so I do, but I do it as a postal one. It's so much well, it is a bit confusing because you've got to like cross your box and then put it in envelope A, and then envelope A has to have something else, piece of paper in, and go in envelope B, and see it. Like, it is a bit of a faff, but it's worth it.
Yeah, I've got a prediction, and it's very controversial in this manner.
Go on.
I think the Tories are staying in power.
I disagree.
I want to disagree, and obviously by the time people are going to be listening to this, either going, you were wrong, or fucking hell.
There's no
Should have put a bet on
way.
like all the fucking Tories did.
There's no way Rishi's staying in power. There's no way.
I think, and I've said this since lockdown, because everyone's like, sooner we get these out, the better. And I was like, even if there was an election tomorrow, I was like, the Tories still win. And I even now, I think at best, hung Parliament. At best. That is my prediction. You're going to be listening to this going, you were fucking well wrong. I don't think it'll be the landslide that everyone says it's going to be or hopes for. But we'll see.
Up the Reds.
I hope I'm wrong.
Lee Royal's going to shout at me for saying that because it should be up the Toffees. Hey.
Tell to fuck off. Shouldn't know what she's talking about. Stay in the Cavern Club.
Shots fired. So you didn't want to abuse me dog, but you'd abused one of my best mates. Nice one.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell her.
She should listen.
I think she does.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, you can deal with the consequences of that because she's a fiery female.
I know, yeah. We've gone to so many occasions.
She's cute or lovely.
She fancies me.
No, she doesn't.
She does. Everyone does. 2008 K-Peak's coming back. Just before I do start losing weight, does anybody like me fat?
Well, it's not worked well for you so far, so just fucking lose it.
Wow. Well, they haven't
After
come forward
COVID,
yet, have they, tub-tubs? Come on.
It all went downhill after COVID for you.
I was all right in COVID. I was
fucking
out
tinky
running.
winky.
I had nothing else to do. I was out running. I slimmed down. I looked fit in lockdown.
I don't remember you slimming down.
I slimmed down. I've put on about 3 stones since.
Standing sideways doesn't count.
I didn't. Honestly, I lost like PR weight.
So what happened? This is why you need a therapist to talk about this too.
Maybe I need to get some. But I tell you what happened is sometimes I just can't be asked cooking at home and I fucking eat out a lot.
Same.
Exactly. If the shoes stop fitting.
Leave me and my Jordans alone. I got a message before off one of the listeners, Max. He was like, "You'd always wear Jordans. Have you even ever played basketball?" No.
Oh,
I haven't.
Speaking of which, like,
Boing, boing.
I do hate those people that are like, "Oh my god, you've got this top on. Do you even know any of those songs?" Like, have you seen the one where it's there's a video? It's a stage video.
Yeah.
Where it's like this person's like, "Oh my god, I've just found this child in a cage." And I know the stage video. It's definitely staged. And the kid's got a Red Hot Chili Peppers top on.
Yeah.
And the first comment is, "Bet he doesn't even know any songs." Made me giggle. But I had the Guns N' Roses top on once, and some guy come up to me in the street who I didn't know and just went, "Name 4 songs."
Oh, I don't think I'd be able to name 4 songs.
Guns N' Roses.
Sweet Child of Mine.
Yeah.
Take me down to the birdhouse
Paradise
city
City,
where the girls are singing and the girls are pretty.
Yeah, that's 2.
I think that's my limit.
I'll give you a little hint.
Leaves, trees.
No. Where would you find them?
Welcome to the
There's
jungle.
3.
We got fun and games. Something.
Yeah.
If
If you wanted to get into heaven, and it had a door, you would.
knock, knocking on
There's
heaven's
4.
door. Isn't that Eric Clapton's song though originally?
I don't know who fucking wrote it. I
Okay,
wasn't
well
there.
I've done 4, but if someone stopped me in the street, they're not going to give me clues.
I just think though, like, just let someone wear the fucking top. I hate it. It's like, oh my god, you got a Kurt Cobain top on. I bet they don't even know any Nirvana songs, and it's like, I bet you don't either. You could just, I reckon you could just
Doesn't
make it up.
bother me.
If someone said that about like some artists, like, I don't know, pick an artist for me.
Oh, Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say name Taylor Swift songs. I reckon I could fucking name a set list.
I couldn't.
No, I couldn't. But you could make it up.
I'm not
couldn't
going to wear the Taylor
you? He
Swift
cheated
top,
on me.
though.
He shagged me mum. Like, there's songs like that.
I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you any songs apart from Shake It Off.
Shake it. That's the best one. I like Style.
Don't know what that is.
We never go out of style.
Oh, so take it off. No,
Yeah, I think that's it.
or something. I don't. It's only
Love
the
Story.
commercial stuff that would be on the radio that I
Cruel
would have
Summer.
heard.
Bella of a song.
It's a cruel, cruel summer.
That's not how it goes, no.
Well, I'm a 90s child. 80s baby, actually.
Anyway, don't be hating on the Swifties. They come after you. Do you know what happened to Dave
I've got my
Grohl's...
food top on.
Well, that's what I was going to say, right? Do you know what happened to Dave Grohl's daughter?
No.
So Dave Grohl's daughter put a tweet out about Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
And was starting to get death threats from
What?
Taylor Swift fans.
Why?
I can't remember
What was her tweet about?
I can't remember what it was about. And I'm not even going to try and guess in case I'm miles off. But she put a tweet about Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
And her whole fan. That's the thing, right? She promotes, like, it's like a community, isn't it? Like the whole Swiftie things.
Major.
And then at the concert, like, everyone's just sharing love and all that, and everyone's sharing the little bracelets, but they're kind of a bit
Psycho.
yeah. I mean, I'd like it if I had a bunch of fucking Psycho fans and I was getting £1 billion a tour. Fucking sign me up and kill every fucker who slagged me off.
Do you know what?
I'm not hating on you. If you do want to hate on Michelle, though,
Oh, come at me. I'm not arsed. I'll take the Swifties on. I'll take the Swifties on.
like a fucking
Because I'm
billion
a
of them.
Beehive member. So I'll bash your head in with
Oh,
Beyonce.
Yeah.
Come at me, broskies.
But yeah, I as I was saying, just if she hasn't played basketball, no, of course she's not. Have you seen Michelle?
I might break a nail.
She hasn't. But if she just wants to wear basketball shoes, you
I
never
live in the
know.
Jordans.
You never know when she might spontaneously go, "Hey, do you fancy a game of b-ball outside the school?" You're trying to think of what that song, what it's from.
No, I don't want to do it because then there'll be a couple of guys who are up to no good, and they're probably the ones that'll start making trouble in the neighbourhood. And what I can't be arsed with is my mum telling me that like there's all this drama going on and that I'm moving to fucking live with my auntie and my uncle
In
Bel Air.
there we go.
I think
It's got to be in your head now. I think we should call that a pod. I'm mentally
Yeah, man.
drained. I'm really, really sorry to you know who, not Voldemort.
Do you know what, Notebook Girl? I saw a picture of you and you are absolute fire.
She is.
So that's on you, John.
It is. I'm not crawling up the tree.
You're better off without him. You go,
done,
girl.
You've done well for yourself. You've dodged a bullet. You just don't realise it.
Bulletproof. So that's a pod. Thanks for listening, guys. If you want to get in touch, just drop us a question or little comments or anything, give us an email at 5pensechange@hotmail.com or drop us a little DM on TikTok or Instagram. And if you're a Swiftie fan, whatever, use any method of contact and I'll respond. That's not a threat.
Sounds
It's a
like
promise.
Thanks for listening and make it this far. If you're listening on Spotify, press the follow button. I don't want to do all Stephen Bartlett thing, but like, do you know how many people listen to it and don't click follow? So if you could, it doesn't take anything out of your day. It makes massive difference for the pod. I'm going to go home and disappear for a couple of days. Yeah.
Well, that'll be nice. I will tie in with you.
I'm going to take Aaron Wood up on his advice and discuss this with my therapist and watch The Notebook as an apology publicly.
You might enjoy it as an adult. You might look at it totally differently.
No,
now
I remember a scene where she's like, "What do you want?" She's like, "I don't know." And I'm like, "That's it. That's every fucking girl in the world just doesn't know shit." Oh, but fucking hell, you fuck up. They know everything about it. And bye.